Hello, everyone. Welcome back to more Spirit Tracks. In case anybody is curious, why I'm like looking down like this all the time. Whereas like in my normal videos, I'm like looking forward like this. In this, I'm kind of looking down a lot. That's because this is actually playing on a legitimate DS. Or 3DS, I suppose. Like this is a legitimate 3DS that I'm playing on. It has a capture card in it. And so because of that, I am looking down. Because otherwise I would have to like set up the 3DS like in front of my face to look forward. The problem with that is that it then blocks the camera. So that doesn't work out. So, I mean, this is the same recording session as the last two episodes, so it's not like somebody's left a comment, asking, why are you looking down? Plus I know I've done some 3DS games, like Majora's Mask, for example. But I have not like said it this series, and there might be new people. So there's that. Hey recruit, there are all sorts of monsters on the other side of the store. Told you already that I can't let you out there without a sword or... Oh, I see you got yourself a weapon. Alright then, be careful out there. Also, hopefully my voice is a little bit better, because I did get a drink after that last episode. Need some backup here! Oh, hey there. It's dangerous being out here by yourself with all these monsters. What? You're searching for a tunnel that will take you to the Tower of Spirits? Well, there was a path up that way, but recently the rock falls have closed it off. I'm not exactly sure where it was. If I were you, I'd investigate that wall. Okie dokie. But yeah, now we have a sword, so we can cut grass and get rupee. Not gonna lie, when I played this game initially, I had an infinite rupee cheat code. And, so like, I never needed to actually like grind out rupees. So... I also had, like, cheat codes that gave me, like, the gold train and stuff like that. All the stuff that you could only access via the... Was it Spot Pass or was it Street Pass? I don't recall which one. But, whichever one it was, I had all of those because I was like, I don't have anybody who has a freaking 3DS, Like, I don't know anybody that has a freaking 3DS. Or DS in this case. Actually, because the DS didn't have any of that stuff, right? That was the 3DS that had all that. But there was still some kind of, like, trading sequence, I think. Like, trading with other players that you had to do. I don't remember, like, how it worked or anything. There it is. But... yeah, basically it was like, hey, you had to trade with other players... And somehow, even though the other players, like, wouldn't have the gold parts, like, when you traded, there was, like, a chance that when you traded them, like, a train part, you would actually get, like, a gold piece instead of the train part that you got. Like, that they traded you, so. It's awfully dark here. It's kind of damp, too. Is this really the way to the tower? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking out loud. Come on, Link, let's go. Rupees. Rupees, rupees, rupees. Rupees, rupees, rupees. Switch. Always gotta push the switch. Ah, I gotta have something to put on the switch. Darn it, I wondered. I was like, that seems too easy. Tap a block to grab it, then tap the arrow icon to push or pull it around. I really don't get what they mean when they say tap, but whatever. I'll just move this block. It's not like it's like hard or anything, you know? Also, I realized something when I started this series. And I kind of joked about it like at first in the first episode, I think. But I'm realizing, hey, we got a small key. I'm realizing like I'm accidentally like doing my impression of the voices that Nico B did for his Wind Waker playthrough. Like for Link, I'm trying to like do his like Link voice that he did. And it's kind of like this, so I know it definitely doesn't sound like Nico's, but it's like an impression of Nico's. So there's that. So apologies to Nico B for that. I'm probably just gonna keep doing my impression, just because it's. I mean, I like the voice. No offense. But he's a really cool YouTuber. He does a lot of cool vids, and he does some streams. I think it's once like week or something like that. On like Saturdays. At the moment, as of the time of recording this, he's playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I don't know if he will still be playing it by the time this comes out, because I don't know how much longer the game is. I know nothing about it other than what Nico has played. So, the door won't open if you just hit the switches in a circle. Okay. Switch after the bottom switch is the left one. Before you hit the bottom switch, hit the top one. Hit the right switch before the top switch. Okay. Got red rupees. A few of these will buy you something at the store. Oh, right. I've almost got enough money to, like, buy something. In fact, I think 80 rupees was enough to buy that shield. Finally get that. But yeah, I mean, again, no offense meant to Nico B. In fact, what's the opposite of offense? Rip. I didn't think that was it, but I accidentally hit that first one, so I was like, well, gonna give it a shot. Let's see. So I hit the right switch before the top one. So, right switch before top one. Before you hit the bottom one, hit the top one. And then switch after the bottom is the left one. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. My handwriting is really sloppy, but also like it's a really tiny screen. Like, frick. I don't think I hit it in time. Yep. See, if this were Game Grumps, Aaron would be like, I did that already. No offense meant to, the Game Grumps. They're really fun, and I watch, like, all of their playthroughs. Usually. I rarely don't. I really only, like, don't watch Ghoul Grumps mostly, so. Do you hear squeaking, Link? Squeaking? Oh god, it's rats! Yeah! Oh, how horrible. I'll take care of them, don't worry. Also, I realized that was not Link's voice. Like, well, I was like, oh god, it's rats. Oh god, it's rats. I don't know. Thank you. Those beasts were just terrifying. Never want to see them again. I only have a limited set of voices. And a lot of, like, some of the voices that I do have are mimics of, like, other people's voices. So, just because I don't know how to do, like, voices at all. I listen to how somebody does a voice, and then, like, I can usually mimic the way they do it. Not the exact voice, just the way they do it. You know? So, like, I can do the spin, and, like, like Vinny does. But, like, that, again, that's not the Vinny voice. That's a mimic of the Vinny voice, right? What's this train? This, my dear, is the spirit's train. They entrusted us with its keeping. How did you know that? And you can hear me? Are you the sage of this tower? Engine, or engine. Well, I wouldn't put it exactly that way. But I do watch over the Tower of Spirits. My name is Engine. Am I glad to see you? There's something we have to talk to you about. Yes, that pal of yours sporting is quite frightful. One might even call it rather hideous, in fact. Hideous? How dare you? I see that feistiness runs in your family, my dear. But there's no need to get your feathers all ruffled. Oh, did you know someone in my family? Feisty and bright, just like she was. The fruit doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? Yes, I knew one of your ancestors. I met her when she had just arrived here. She and I were friends for a very long time. My family first visited here about a century ago. Were you already here in the town then, Engine? That's a story for another time, my dear. So I'm saying Engine because literally that's the pun, is that her name is Engine. I know that the first time I played this, I thought it was on, like I said, Anjin. It was because it wasn't clear to me that they were like puns off of like a train, until like later. So I'm trying to kind of like think about what the pun is and then like say basically that word. So if it is meant to be Anjin, that's fine, because that is how it's spelled. But also I know that a lot of like the way that you say things isn't necessarily how it's spelled. I mean, look at the freaking French language. Freaking omelette du fromage. You know? Apologies to any French people, but that's like legitimately the only thing I know. Is like that from Dexter's Laboratory. But it is like it's this idea, right? You know? It's like omelette. But it's like it's the word is omelet. The word is omelet. And it's like omelette. And then du fromage. I don't even know how to spell fromage. I just know how to say it. Omelette du fromage. You know? that That was one of the better Dexter's Laboratory episodes. I'll say that much. That's a story for another time, my dear. Right now, we must discuss a matter more grave. Tell me, do you know the story of this tower? Only what the folktales say. Long ago, the spirits of good and the Demon King were embroiled in a never-ending war. In the end, the spirits could not defeat him, but they did manage to imprison him in this tower. It's not chains or bars that keep him imprisoned, but an energy that flows between the tower and the 4 temples that surround it. Oh, of course. Engine, then the spirit tracks. Correct, my dear. The spirit tracks carry that energy. If the tracks are lost, the tower's energy will fade. And so will the Demon King's prison. And that's just what the evil ones are after. They aim to resurrect Malladus, the Demon King. Right now, my strength maintains his shackles, but it's only a matter of time until they're broken. Of course, in order to resurrect Malladus, they need one other key ingredient. Me? A vessel from the royal line of ancient Hyrule, with sacred power coursing through its veins. Yes, Malladus requires you in order to return, but only your shell, my dear. It would be the only vessel suitable for him to inhabit. No! I love this. Demon King's gonna run around in my body? Bleh, that's too disgusting for words. We have to stop them. We can't let the Demon King return. My thoughts exactly, my dear. At the top of this tower is your body. The Demon King's spirit is also there. To prevent him from possessing your body, you must fortify his prison. To do this, restore the energy between the temples and this tower. In other words, restore the tracks between here and the temples. But how? How do we restore the spirit tracks? The answer lies above us in the floors of this tower. 4 stone rail maps are enshrined there. You must retrieve them. As you know, this tower connects to our kingdom. Right now, the tower is filled with an evil energy. If you can get far enough to retrieve a rail map, a portion of the tracks will be restored. Start your search by climbing the stairs. Of course. Thank you, Engine. You have a very important mission ahead of you. The kingdom is in danger of all counting, and you understand the gravity of the situation. Don't you must find the I'm not waiting for you here. That's what princesses have always done. From what I understand, it's kind of a family tradition. Not to be scared, just buck up and get moving. Could not read that one line fast enough. Sorry to interrupt such an enthusiastic pep talk, but ascending this tower alone would be impossible. There are traps set to snag trespassers, not to mention that pesky little monster infestation. Is that so? Well, I feel terrible asking, but Anjing, can you guide Link upstairs? Have you already forgotten what I said? I have my hands full just keeping the tower together. I'm sorry, my dear, but I just can't leave my post. Then what should we do? Should we go back and get Alfonso? Oh, but he's wounded. Teacher, the captain of the castle guard? But I suppose there's no time for that, is there? What if you went with him, my dear? The closest thing we've ever gotten to playable Zelda is this game. This was released 10 years ago? No, longer. 'Cause this was 2009. So, 12 years ago. It's been 12 years since the last time we got Zelda playable. Think about that. I mean, granted, a whole whopping one game has come out since then. Two as of, in 2023. But still, me go with him? But I'm not sure how much help I'd be in this state. Well, my dear, this kingdom is your responsibility. You mustn't ever forget that. I'm sure you'll find a way to help out somehow. Well, all right. We'd better get going then, Link. Yeah, I guess that's right, isn't it? All right, let's get going. Tower of Spirits, a much better version of the dungeon that you return to over and over and over again than the Phantom Hourglass one. You must ascend the tower and retrieve the rail maps. God, that's the one thing that I really dislike about Phantom Hourglass is having to ascend the tower. Or descend, I suppose. So this is what the inside of the tower looks like? Let's head over to that door, Link. Hey, look, the door's on the top screen. See? It's right there. Alright, let's go. Also, I do think that this is really cool. We don't get the effect yet. But as you, go higher and higher in the Tower of Spirits, there's a track that plays here. And more music is added to it until you get to the top. It's really cool. You'll see as we get further on, so. Look at those giant doors, Link. They look really heavy. I don't think one person can open them alone. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, what in the world is that? I've never seen a monster as ferocious looking as that one, Link. Let's get out of here, Link. Run! What's the matter? You look as pale as a ghost. Though given the company you've been keeping, perhaps it's no surprise. The engine, there's a ferocious monster up there with a great big sword. I don't see how we can possibly defeat it. Sounds like a phantom, my dear. They're the guardians of the Tower of Spirits. Though they look quite sinister, they won't harm anyone with a good heart. I know what I saw. It was definitely after us. Why would it think Link is evil? There is one possible explanation. With the spirit tracks gone, perhaps an evil spirit has possessed the phantom. If that's the case, we might have trouble beating it. Hitting the phantom in the back with your sword should stop it for a while. But first you need to gather all 3 of the Tears of Light. That will power up your sword. Then you'll be able to face the phantom. Collect the 3 Tears of Light, then hit the phantom in the back. Sounds tricky. If anyone can do it, Link can. Alright, let's give it a try, Link. It is a neat way to, introduce the whole, getting the Tears of Light and all that concept. Since you don't actually have someone to tell you. That phantom is still here. Let's follow on Engine's instructions. You have to grab all 3 Tears of Light without letting the phantom see us. I can tell it means business, so we have to be brave. Also, I don't think I'm getting that voice right, unfortunately. There's something strangely calm about this area here. Do you feel it too, Link? Princess Zelda, can you hear me? It's Engine. Engine. Yes, it's me, my dear. Listen, the area you are in now is the safe zone, one that is protected by the spirits. As long as you are in the safe zone, you are hidden from enemy view. Furthermore, enemies cannot enter safe zones. Make good use of safe zones to hide from the phantoms. Now, you have no time to waste. You must go find that rail map. Thank you, Engine. Oh, Link, let's get moving. Ba-da-da-da! You got a tear of light! Awesome. I mean, this first room is pretty easy. Another tear of light. Just gotta, go around. Like so. Although... That's what I thought. I'm like, I don't think I can make that jump. I see, there's a switch up here. There we go. Oh, it's timed. Got it. Now that you have all the tears of light, your sword is full of energy. Now you can attack a phantom by hitting them in the back. It sounds so anticlimactic. Like, you got the tears of light! Now, you can hit a phantom in the back and be done with it. Just like, really? All that just for that? Also, I love this scene. This scene is so cool. What? It does stop for a moment. Look out, Link. Link. Huh? Well then. That just happened. What just happened? Don't look so scared, Link. It's me, it's Zelda. I don't know what happened there, but when I saw that phantom corner you, I just leaped at it without even thinking. Oh, this is really not my day, is it? First I lose my body, and now I look like a heap of scrap metal. And did I mention it's kind of hot in here? Oh, wait a second. Maybe I could be of some use to you like this. It's not exactly what you'd expect from a princess, but right now that can't really be helped. Also, how is it hot exactly? Come on, Link, let's get moving. I need to find my body. I mean, that rail map. Yeah, sure. Also, how is it hot considering you're literally a spirit exactly? Let's get this door open. We can do it together, Link. Evo. Yeah. And now we have Phantom Zelda. And this is why they taught you that mechanic of how to control Zelda. I don't think you can get through those floor spikes, Link. Leave it to me. I'll figure something out. Yes, I had already solved the puzzle. Thank you, Zelda. Ta-da-da-da! I mean, it's a little gimmicky, but at least it's not like you have to have two controllers to play the game. You know? Because that's what this would be, is like player 2. You know? Like, she would be player 2. You'd have to have two controllers to play this game. Or two 3DSs, or, you know. Rats. I love that, like, she's literally a suit of armor, and yet rats scare the crap out of her. Like, I think it's funny. There's another Phantom Link. But wait a second. Now that I'm disguised, maybe I can trick him into thinking I'm on his side. I'll go try. See, the issue there, Zelda, is, I need you to get me into that room before we can do anything. Okay. Is there a switch I'm missing? How goes the patrol? I feel like I might be missing a switch or something. Oh, hang on. No one's here. Why are we guarding it? There we go. I was gonna say, I feel like I'm missing, like, a switch or something. Something's different about you today. You seem cuter than usual. Why? I don't think I've ever seen that dialogue before. Did he say anything else? Nope, that is literally the last line. Got it. That's great. I've never seen that dialogue. Floor 3. Poof. Poof. It's nice to get out of that clanky outfit and back to my old self. There must be something special about this room. Looks like the light of your sword has disappeared too, Link. Excuse me. Sorry. And now, unfortunately, we don't get Zelda for quite a while. We got the forest rail map. Woo! Some of the lost spirit tracks on it are reappearing. Nice. Good grief. Now, here's something I've not understood in this game. I clicked too late, didn't I? They're all like, you have to keep the Demon King sealed by restoring the tracks. That doesn't happen. Like, we don't keep the demon sealed, the Demon Lord sealed. So I don't get, like, maybe that's a localization issue, but I don't know. Good job, Link. That must be the rail map Engine was talking about. Engine. Either way. What could that blue light be? This is Engine here. Good work, Princess Zelda and Link. You've done well obtaining the rail map, but you can't go any farther now. Step into the light to return to the tower lobby. Well, you heard her, Link. Let's go. But yes, there are other things in the dungeon. We just can't get to them yet. So. But we'll get to that eventually. Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll see. So you managed to obtain the rail map. You two just might be able to restore the spirit tracks in every realm. But, Engine, the rail map has only a small part of the spirit tracks on it. Where are the temples you were talking about? In each of the 4 realms is a temple. Look, my dear, the closest one is here. But I don't think you can make it to the temple as things are right now. The rail map has imparted energy to a length of the spirit tracks here. But because of the Demon King's power, much of the energy was lost. So, we can't go to the temples, Anjin? Not yet, but there is a way to restore energy to the rail maps. You can ask my people to help you. Your people, Engine? Indeed, we are called the Locomos. We are spirits of the servants. Or servants of the spirits, rather. Not the other way around. That would be terrible. They have entreated us with protecting the temples and the spirit tracks. By playing our sacred instruments, we generate energy that powers the spirit tracks. Sacred instruments? Yes, and the spirit flute you hold is one of them. The flute was a gift from my grandmother. Didn't know I had any powers. I've only heard that it was something precious handed down from my ancestors. Yes, and it was I who gave it to your ancestors. But only under the condition that they protect the land for all time. Of course, back then I didn't think things would take such a perilous turn. I'm glad that after all these years it has found its way into your hands. I had no idea this flute was so important. My grandmother used to play it for me when I was a little girl. If I was sad or upset, the sound of this flute would make me feel better. But even so, I suppose its rightful place is with you, Engine. No, you two will have need of it. Please take it with you, for now. You must go find the other locomos and restore the energy of the rail maps. Once you do, the spirit tracks will reappear. Go to the forest first, where you must talk to the locomo Gage. South of the forest temple is a sanctuary where you can find Gage. He will be able to tell you where to go next. Got it. Let's go, Link. Oh, but we don't have a train. How are we going to get to the forest? You may take this. We's gonna get ourselves a shiny new train, peoples. There it is. And this train is a symbol of the spirits. People don't ordinarily ride around in it, but these are no ordinary circumstances. I'm sure the spirits wouldn't mind lending it to you. Thank you, Engine. Yay! Time to go. All aboard? Hey, isn't that supposed to be my line? Well, alright, it's fine, I guess. I mean, it's just us, I suppose, so it doesn't really matter. I guess I don't need to shout that. Something strangely powerful about the rail map you recovered. If you trace your stylus over the tracks, it will set a path to your destination. Come on and try it, Link. I'm going to do exactly not that. Why, you may ask? Because I can drive. Oh, just one last thing about the rail map. Should you decide to change your destination mid-course, redraw your travel route by tapping route in the lower corner of the screen. Fortunately, I haven't enough power to speak with you beyond this point. Oh, apparently this has been Engine, and I didn't even know this. Be brave, you two. I thought that was Zelda. Since, she's right there and whatnot, but I guess, nope, it's Engine, whatever. Alright, though. We can finally start traveling the world. I may have slowed down too fast, a little too early. There we go. And Castletown. Home sweet home. I wish we had time to chat with folks and hear the latest news, but we should really get to the forest sanctuary. Oh, by the way, whenever you want to take the train somewhere, just tap me. I'll pop up like this whenever you approach the train. We definitely don't have the time to go around and talk to people. At all. Nope. Definitely not. Which is exactly why we're doing it. I don't think there's really anything here yet, but now they're saying that the tracks never really disappeared. I don't know who to trust anymore. What's more, my husband hasn't come home yet. What happened to him? He's just a decent, nice fellow who likes rabbits. I hope he's alright. Oh no. I didn't realize that's who that was. Okay. Welp. I did not realize that that was her husband. That's hilarious. We'll see that soon. Oh, did you hear the great news? The spear tracks are back, Link. But I still wonder why the tracks vanished in the first place. Wasn't that weird? I definitely don't know anything about it. Yep, for sure. The tracks are back. Isn't it just wonderful? Huh? You say you're the one who restored them? Oh, stop pulling my leg. Whatever. At least now I can have fresh fish again. If you get a chance to transport some goods, please bring me some fish. We will eventually. But first, I need to buy a shield. Why, hello. Come look at our items. Da-da-da-da. Got ourselves a shield. Alright. Now we have a sword and a shield. And with that, I think this is a good spot to end off the episode. So I do hope you've enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe. You can check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. I thought the rails had disappeared, but I guess they're back now. What in the world is going on here? But yeah, there's a link to the playlist in the video description. So you can get caught up on any episode you missed. Feel free to come on out there. Check the video description for a link to my Patreon and Discord, because it does help out the channel a lot. Also, you can come on out and hang out with us, talk, chat, and all that. See, I told you I was going to use that. And with that, I'll see you all next time. See you later.